Hi, I'm Reverend Wendy Craig-Purcell here at the Unity Center in San Diego. Thank you so much for watching today. If you'd like to support the work that we do here, please consider making a contribution. Go to our website. It's easy to do. Thank you in advance for that contribution. You know, in some ways, we live in exciting times and challenging times. You and I have the opportunity to connect with each other, or to communicate with each other, I should say, in ways that generations before us never had. I mean, can you imagine for a moment thinking of your great-grandparents or your grandparents and what they would experience if they were plopped into life right here and right now with this idea of instant messaging and texting and Zooming and FaceTiming and Skyping and all of these ways that have become so much a part of our lives today that have really helped us to communicate better with each other. But in the midst of that, I'm a little bit concerned that we might be over-relying on communication and not really challenging ourselves to make sure that we are getting better and better at real, personal, heartfelt connections. I'm looking at a couple in our community that I know have dealt with significant loss in their life. And I know that part of what helped them move through that significant loss in their life was community, was doing life together. Doing life together. We also know physically that people who have meaningful connections, not just lots of Facebook friends, but meaningful connections, are healthier. Their bodies work better. Their lives work better. Doing life together helps us to do life better. Empathy is about being able to enter into another's experience, to so fully imagine yourself in the other's shoes, what it feels like to the other, what it sounds like to the other, what it looks like to the other. What a more soft and kind world we would live in if we really amped up our empathy for one another. Lincoln, I think it was, said something to the effect that I do not like that person. I must understand that person. I must come to know that person. I really believe that if we understood more of the history and the personal journey another has made, that has maybe caused them to be that sandpaper to our soul person, or may have caused that person to do some horrific things. If we really understood more of their story and their journey, we would be less inclined to ostracize them and more inclined to try to understand. Not to excuse behavior that needs to be changed, but to at least understand the person and the hurt behind the behavior that hurt another. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So it is in these qualities, the quality of us having the courage and the audacity to be our authentic selves while still growing to be a better version of our authentic selves, our vulnerability to let the other really see who and what we are, and especially if we're in a place of really hurting, to allow another in so that we can begin to heal that hurt, and empathy, to be willing to not judge the other, not throw the other out, but to really try to understand the other better by trying to put ourselves in their shoes.
The Unity Center, spiritually progressive, socially responsive, radically inclusive. We have services on Sundays at 9 and 11. Many people enjoy Reverend Wendy's talks and meditations and aren't able to attend the Unity Center in person. If you're part of our extended family from around the world and would like to help support the Unity Center, please go to our website or download our free app, which offers even more ways to connect with the Unity Center. Namaste.